Hello my friends, and thank you so much for joining me today. I did mention on one of my demos that I'd picked up this Chloe's Creative Cards high heel shoe die that's got the little poinsettias as well, that they're in the sale. I don't know if there's any left at this point of my demo, but I did leave a link in my last demo, and I'll have a look if it's still available. But it was in the sale for £3, down from £15. So couple of things with it. This is the stamp. Absolutely beautiful stamps. They really are. And as you can see, these got all poinsettias that you can put over your shoe, or you can have it plain. It's entirely up to you. But with the flowers, with the poinsettias, I found it rather difficult to line up where the die went. There was no guiding point. She normally does that on hers. You see, that's the perfect one. So I suppose when you stamp it, you could do with putting a sort of a little mark on here with a marker pen. That's the top. And the same when you do that, you can do a little pencil mark so that you know where to place your die. And that's what I would recommend if you've got this, because it really does make a beautiful flower. A beautiful poinsettia. I've made one. I've just not curled it all up yet. And I'm going to put a gold diamante in there. Okay. Right, so that's about that. Now, what I've done is I have done a card here, and what I did was I've done two. I'll show you. I did two, one in glitter and one in a brushed satin mirror card. And I wanted so that the sole was gold glitter and the heel bit. If you want the sort of the inside to be, then you'd have to you can do a second one, so you can sort of glue that on and have it as a secondary one, so that that's sort of inside the shoe. But as it's already stamped in, I really wouldn't bother with that at all. So, but it does look nice to have the sole, especially if you do if you've got some black mirror card or black satin card, even black, plain black, and you've got some nice red glitter or red for underneath. I mean, that'd look like a Christian Louboutin shoe, wouldn't it? So that's be nice for, so it's nice for birthdays as well as Christmas. But I'm doing this for my granddaughters for Christmas. So this one, I had some papers from Funky Fossil from last year, which was a timeless tradition, and I don't think she's got any more of those left. But any of your Christmas papers that act as a nice backing like this, even if you do some print-offs, you know, print some off. Find some nice that are available to print off. So I've cut out that, and I've used the Funky Fossil strip back sentiments. You know, they're very, very handy. So I'm just going to glue down my matte layer of gold, which I've done at 6.5, 6.5. And this is going to be going on an 8" by 8" card. I want to do 2 cards today. Make sure it's opening the right way. I mean, for £3, crikey. It's a bargain, isn't it? I hope you managed to get it after I mentioned it. Even if it's just for the high heel shoe and you don't want to do the poinsettias, because the high heel shoe is good for birthdays as well. Even wedding cards. Sorry, got a bit of glue there on the corner. Don't want that on. So that's that. Then I'm going to put my wooden layer on. Like that. And then I'm going to stick my shoe down here. And what I've got is I've got a lovely green bow that's going to go on there as well. So let's stick the shoe down. Pretty, isn't it? So that's going to go there. And Merry Christmas is going to go up there. Let's work on some black card, then you can see what I'm doing. Just push that level. And then I've got the granddaughter, and I'm just going to dot it with some glue. You can, if you've got an acrylic block, I never advise you putting glue on your hands at all. Especially if you've got art glitter glue, because it does have a warning on the back for cancer. So, you know, don't put this on your hands. You put it on a glass mat or a bit of an acrylic block, and that's the best thing to do. And that's going to go there. So that says granddaughter. Press that down. And then I want to stick this ball, which is lovely. Using hot glue keeps it on better than just other glue. I mean, you can use the collal or the pin flare, and you know, but you just got to wait for them to dry. But isn't that a pretty card? I'll be putting a special sentiment in there, so I've not stamped anything inside. Now the second one, because I do like to treat them very much the same, because there's only about 10 months in them. So I've done this in like an icy blue for this one, but I wanted to show you how I did that with the shoe. So first of all, I'm going to glue this down. Wrong one. And I'm just going to leave that a little bit at the bottom there, and I'm going to level up there, so you've got the heel, you know, that you get at the bottom of your heel. There's always a rubber bit, isn't there? Like that. So that's got that down there. And then what I'm doing is I'm going to cut round with my scissors. Anything I don't want. Or if you've got a craft knife, you can use a craft knife. I need a new blade for mine. And when I went to Hobbycraft, I forgot to get one. Like you do. You think you bought everything in the shop, and then you realise you haven't. You see? So that's just left that nice at the bottom. So I'm going to make up my card now. Again, I'll check it's opening the right way. Do this bit. This is like a nice blue. I got this one from Chloe's Creative Cards. nice. It's a nice one. Once you have that tape down the sides, the lines of glue won't show, but it will help you move it about. So that's got that. Again, I've used this one. I've just used a plain wood background that I got from Stamps by Me. It was a set in there. You should go into there, have a look at their papers. They've got some wonderful Christmas papers. And usually she always adds in a bit of wood, which always looks nice, doesn't it? So then I'm going to put the shoe here, because what I've done is I've cut out quite a few extra bits, things I want on. I want a bow on. I want a bit of foliage behind. So, and I've got my Merry Christmas that's going to go up there. And again, granddaughter. There's a little bit that's not come out there. So let me know in the comments if you bought this, if you have this stamp and die set from Chloe, and or if you've just bought it. I'd love to know. So granddaughter will go there, and then I've got some lovely foliage for just outside of the shoe that's going to go there. Which will be nice. So I want to glue the shoe down, but I'm not just going to not glue at the top. Ow. Just caught myself on the glue gun. It's a dark day today and it's raining outside, so I believe it's going to rain for the rest of the week. So I'll just leave that top bit. Put in some nice foliage. I've done some in the blue and some in the silver. This silver that you can see on here is called Waterfall. And I got it, before you all ask, I got it from last year to do my crackers with from Craft Stash. I know that they are doing something. There's a lady doing Craft Stash stuff, but I don't know if she'll have this. But maybe you can Google Waterfall glitter card and see if it comes up. So that's nice. You can use up all your Christmas foliage dies. It's not playing ball, is it? Like that. Don't have too much. Maybe that down there. That goes around the back of the shoe there. That's nice, isn't it? And then I'm going to get my hot glue gun and I'm just going to glue this top bit down like that. Just to hold it, because there's quite a bit of thickness under there. So that's looking nice. And then I've got this beautiful bow that's got like a pearl on it. I got them off Temu. Or you can get them on Amazon, eBay, anywhere like that. So I'm going to hot glue that on. It's going to be pretty, isn't it? And I cut out some, don't need that. I've cut out some snowflakes as well. So let me stick my granddaughter, not stick my granddaughter down. Let me stick my sentiment down. Oh, I'm using myself. Don't worry. Talk to myself a lot. Losing the plot. I want to pop that there. Just and I've got these my Merry Christmas to stick on. Pop that there. I used some of the paper that I'd cut off from these lines, and I stamped inside, because these stripped back sentiments for Funky Fossil fit in but absolutely perfect. So I was thrilled to bits about that. So I've got nice little snowflakes as well to match. There. And there. I might put that a little bit further up. There. And I'm going to get a diamante and pop that in the blue one there. Oops. Let's get a bit of glue in and it sticks down. Sticks permanently. I'll leave that to dry overnight before it goes in my little Christmas card box. And I want one for there as well. Let's see what see that one with a clear one in as well, rather than a blue one. How beautiful. Need to stick that down. Just wipe my fingers. I don't like this stuff on my fingers. Okay. And of course you can cut out a poinsettia and pop that on top of the shoe. But don't they make for beautiful cards? Let me just get the other one. Now you can see them both. There we have them both. Two gorgeous cards from that lovely stamp and die set from Chloe. This is the one, and it's called On Poinsettia. There's two sentiments on it. There's one that says the perfect season to sparkle, and On Poinsettia this Christmas. Whichever one you want. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that, and if you have, give us a thumbs up, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye for now.